Inter Miami, they finally done it after 3 years of David Beckham establishing this team and putting together, the branding and the new stadiums coming and everything. They have finally won the MLS, and it was inevitable. It was 100% a thing that was gonna happen. A big name owner, former player, David Beckham, bringing a team into the MLS. You don't really see any legends doing that. You see other people doing in the having ownerships and stuff like that in Europe, but you don't see a former superstar. He's not joining a team as an owner. He built this team. He started this team, and for him to finally win the MLS, I'm actually really happy for. And for Messi, that's his 38th, no 48th trophy. He's brilliant. No doubt if he comes to Europe, he can be in the level that he is. This is different. People are like, is MLS this and that, but Messi still got it. It's not even MLS. If you put him against a European team, he was gonna perform. If you put the players around him, of course, like Barcelona right now. If you put Messi in Barcelona right now, I think he will do amazingly. Probably not as many goals as he has in MLS, or how many assists he has in MLS, but he still contribute to be a huge factor of the team. That's what I think of really Messi. Really, it's a shame for Muller. Coming into this Vancouver team, Vancouver did beat Miami twice this season, and then bringing in Muller, score of course was a huge impact legend. It was huge for Vancouver. But with Miami, bringing in young talents like Allende and Salvetti. They loaned away Krumnenshi. Of course, bringing the talents of, they're old, but Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets, and really re-alived this. Never alive, but bringing this talent. Segovia, of course, helping Messi and Inter Miami win. This in the first half, I thought Vancouver had this. Miami conceded, or they scored from an own goal. Well, I do think in the first half that Vancouver were the better team. They had more chances. They were playing better. But then after the 60th minute, man, they looked terrible. Miami completely controlled the whole field. Vancouver kept on losing the ball. They couldn't attack. Every time they would just lose it right away. That's how bad Inter wanted it. And Vancouver just looked really sloppy towards the last 20-30 minutes of the game. But really, it's sad to see the MLS conclude. My goal this year was to get more into the MLS. To an extent, I did. It's just really annoying of the whole Apple thing. But then next season, really, it's not gonna happen until the season after. But the whole schedule change and then everything with hopefully the money wise and the Apple TV and MLS, how to watch it is gonna change. So I think it's better for the league if they want to compete with the higher ups, the higher leagues. You got to have the right format for it. You got to have the right, people that One thing that issue I had with is like, the different calendar. MLS starts late February, March, ends around end November, December, times. So, but now they're gonna obviously play in a normal. They probably start August. I think it was like July, August, and then of course in the season around towards there, which is better. Rather see that because it just competes with the higher leagues, and transfer wise is better. I don't know. It's just you rather play in a league that's playing the same time as other leagues, if that makes sense. But I think a huge factor, which I would love to see, is that MLS get into Copa Libertadores, because I just think that will just boost up MLS as a whole, because the Champions Cup, it's nothing crazy. It's mainly Mexican teams and U.S. teams competing in that tournament or winning that tournament. And I don't know, there's a lower division for the more lower teams in like Honduras and Salvador and stuff like that. But I think that'll just help expand MLS more, being in a calendar where the European leagues are, and also being in a competition where the top of the best in South American football is. I think that would just benefit MLS. So I'd love to see that. Hopefully it could happen. And this is great publicity for the World Cup that's coming up. I would think that, you want Inter Miami to win. You want Messi to win. You want All this hype. The best player, the best player, the best player in the world, winning that league in the U.S., which is the next World Cup spot. I mean, you couldn't ask for any better. I'm not saying it's scripted, but it's just good for headlines. It's good for the people, for the owners, businessmen, the league, fan base, everything of all MLS. It's just better because you want the best player in the world to win at home, where the next World Cup is going to be. My Red Bulls did terrible this season. Absolute terrible. Wish they won last year. That usually does what happened when the winner of the MLS, they would have a poor next season. But they didn't even win last season. They lost to LA Galaxy. So that's a really shame to see. But yeah, it's sad to see this. Messi finishes top scorer with 35. Sam Storage, who won the US Open, and then also Dennis Boguana from LAFC. Messi finished on assists too. 58 goal contributions, which is crazy. That's unbelievable. You have Driver from San Diego of only 40, and he's spectacular this season as well. Messi's just basically topping everything in these charts. What a season he had. Hey, send him on loan to Barca. I mean, MLS doesn't start until. I mean, yeah, might as well. Why not? I don't see why not. But yeah, great MLS season. Sad that it's ending, but it's been a great year.